Hello everyone, welcome back to another Star Wars Destiny video. Today the I Rebel podcast released a few more spoilers for Convergence. Just going to go through the cards, give my thoughts on them. First up here we have K-2SO Incognito, Red Hero character, 11 health, 11 or 14 points. So again we get that 1-to-1 ratio with 11 health to 11 points. 2 melee damage, 3 melee damage for a resource, discard shield, resource, and blank. He's a droid character. And after this character is defeated, you may end the action phase. So that's pretty interesting right there, and potentially a pretty huge effect. Um, Next up, we have a power action as well. So power action, reroll one of your dice, then reroll up to a number of dice equal to the value showing on the die just rerolled. So that's pretty interesting as well. Let's talk about the ability first here. So after he's defeated, you can just end the action phase. Basically, it hyperspace jump almost. Basically, you end the action phase and you go into the next round starts. So let's say he has 1 health left on him. You have another character still alive. You can potentially deal 1 damage to yourself somehow. And then if you do that, you'd be defeating K-2SO and just end the action phase. So let's say your opponent's rolled out really well, and you just play an event that says something like deal 1 damage to one of your characters. You deal that damage to K-2SO, defeat him, end the action phase, and your opponent won't be able to resolve their really awesome roll that they just had. So that's pretty huge as well. Power action, so you get to re-roll a die, and then re-roll up to a number of dice equal to the value showing on the die just re-rolled. So let's say K2's on a blank, you re-roll it, you hit the 3 melee side, you would then be able to, I believe, re-roll up to 3 other dice. So it's re-roll one of your dice, then re-roll up to a number of dice equal to the value showing on the die just rolled. Yep, so you would roll a 3, re-roll to a 3, and then get to re-roll 3 other dice as well. So you would get a better result on your own dice, potentially, and then also have the option to re-roll some of your own, either your own dice or your opponent's dice, in hoping of either getting a better result for yourself or a worse result for your opponents. 11 health is pretty good. Again, we get the 1-to-1 point ratio with 11 health to 11 points. 2 damage sides, one of them being resource costed, but a pretty interesting ability and power action. So that is K-2SO. We're going to move into our next card. And next up, we have the A-Wing, Red Hero support vehicle, 2 resources, 2 range damage, 3 range damage for a resource, focus, disrupt, and blank. And after you activate this support, you may discard a card from your hand to resolve any number of its support and upgrade dice in the order of your choice. So that's huge. That's really cool. So you're going to pay 2 to get this out. You're going to get maybe a potential mod or 2 on it. You're going to roll it in, and then you can discard a card out of your hand to immediately resolve the A-Wing die itself, or any of the mod dice on it in the order. And also in the order of your choice is really cool as well, because if you roll the focus on this, you'll be able to focus potentially one of the mod dice into a higher damage side and then resolve that. So it kind of has a built-in, almost like an all-in aspect where you can use the focus on this to focus in one of the other dice that's attached to it to a damage side or whatever side you need, and then immediately resolve it. And that is basically unmitigatable as long as you have a card to discard to resolve it. Tusken Raider had an effect that was similar to this, so you would roll in, discard a card to resolve one of its dice. This is, I think, a lot stronger as far as what you can resolve, because you can resolve the A-Wing itself, and then any of the other mod dice that you have on it. So that's A-Wing. Two pretty good damage sides, so a 2 and a 3, one of them being resource costed. But you could potentially, let's say, roll out the 3 damage on this, 3 damage for a resource, have one of the other mods roll a resource, and then when you roll it in, discard a card, resolve the mod first to get the resource, and then use the resource to pay for the 3 range damage. So that is the A-Wing. We're going to move into our next card. And the final card for today is Honorable Sacrifice, 0 resources, Red Hero event. Defeat one of your characters to remove up to 2 dice showing damage, either ranged, melee, or indirect. So Even if you're not using this with K-2SO, the obvious choice here is K-2SO. So you can potentially defeat K-2SO, remove 2 dice, and then end the action phase if you want to. Or you can use it on any other character. Let's say the character that's at like 1 health, you resolve it on them, defeat that character, and then remove 2 of your opponent's dice showing damage. Again, stronger effect on K2 because you will be able to end the action phase alongside the dice removal. So let's say they just rolled really well, like 5 or 6 dice showing damage. If you do this on K2, play it on him, remove 2, end the round. Even if it's not on K2, it's still a pretty strong effect to get rid of 2 damage that may have, if you didn't defeat a character, may have won your opponent's the game. So that is Honorable Sacrifice. That's going to do it for today's video. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. We'll be back again whenever more spoilers come out. It looks like spoilers are getting released at a faster rate now, so we should have more and more videos leading up to the release of Convergence. Again, that's going to do it for today. I want to thank you for watching, and take care.